perfect you are, Allah, Subhanallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it between good and between evil, between hardship and between ease, and between falling calamities and falling happiness. And this is life. But the believer is always distinguished among the people. How? For the believer, all that happens to him is good. Whether it was sickness, whether it is illness, whether it is wealth, whether it is poverty, it's all good. You find a believer always saying, khair insha'Allah, good insha'Allah. So what is the problem? All these could be good for him. All these could be good for you. Just like what the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, all is good for the believer. Even if he falls in a hole, even if he breaks an arm, or whatever happens to him, he's always optimistic. He always says, khair insha'Allah. Meaning, could be good in it. Could be good insha'Allah. And that was the condition of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Always saying khair insha'Allah, good insha'Allah. Look at this beautiful example of the Prophet ﷺ. Now we know that the Prophet ﷺ, peace be upon him, was abused and hurt in Mecca until he was granted a permission from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to migrate to Medina. Now if we look at this, that the Prophet ﷺ, Mecca was the most beloved place to him. He was forced to leave it with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But he used to say khair insha'Allah. Could be good in it insha'Allah. And look at the khair that came after that. Look at the good that came after that. He migrated to Medina, which established a state there. And from there, Islam was spread to the whole world. And look what happened after that. Look at the victories that the Muslims achieved in battles. Even after the disbelievers had gathered around the Muslims around the Medina, what came after that? It was khair. It was good. As they were defeated, and Islam launched even stronger through the region and the whole world. So my brother, always have a good intention, because this could be good for you. Khair insha'Allah. Prophet Joseph, peace be upon him, he was taken away from his parents. He was thrown in a well and then sold as a slave for a very cheap price. Then bought by a wealthy man and served in his castle as a slave. And in that castle, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested him more. The wife of the rich man wanted to use Prophet Joseph, peace be upon him, use him and to have an affair with him. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved him. He had been oppressed and accused of many false crimes. What a crime. What a crime, but he had patience. And he was sent into prison for many, many years. But he was patient. He believes that there's a khair, there's a good that may come after that. So what happened after that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought him ease after the major hardship that he had. And not just that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had made him a ruler, a leader, after all the hardship that he had.
How perfect you are, Allah, Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Sometimes we face a hardship and we can't comprehend what kind of goodness will come with it, or after it, or from which door this goodness will come from. But all that we know that what happens to the believer is good. At the time of Moses, peace be upon him, Pharaoh used to kill the children or the newborn children because of a dream he had. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired the mother of Moses to do something. Something we might find it strange, or no one of us may think of doing it. But if you had a belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you have a trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you may do it. The mother of Moses, peace be upon him, boxed and threw him in the water, in the river. The mother of Moses boxed Moses and threw him in the river. To throw him to an unknown destiny. We don't even know. She didn't know where that child's going to go. But she knew that Pharaoh was killing all the newborn children. And from what we see, that the boy will just go and disappear. Or he may drown, or he may never come back. But the mother of Musa, peace be upon him, had a faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The boy is carried in a box to an unknown place. It's on the river, so it's going. The aim is that he is escaping the torment of Pharaoh. Better than getting killed by Pharaoh. But where did the box end up? The box ends up at the house of this torment himself. And raised up by his own mother, by Musa, peace be upon him, his mother, at the house of Pharaoh. The mother has a faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She puts him in a box, puts him in a river, all because the mother had a faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The mother puts her trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And with the trust, if we look at it, we can just say, where is the good in this? But a believer always believes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always know that there is a good after this. As we said, there is a good after hardship. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah the most glorious, gets the mother to raise her own children at the house of this tyrant. As we always say, khair inshaAllah. These are all lessons that we need to take from many of the stories to learn that no matter what we do, no matter what happens to us, we need to find and we need to believe that there is a good at the end of the tunnel. Khair inshaAllah. Dear brothers and sisters, sometimes we may hear that we have been struck by an illness. And we start thinking that this illness will make us not enjoy our life. In fact, we must know and renew our belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and know that there is good at the end of it. The goodness might not be written for us in this life, but the hereafter. But we must know that there is a goodness after what we go through. So have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and always remember the stories of the prophets, the stories of the companion, the stories of people that have faith, a strong faith, and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and always have patience and always say khair inshaAllah. Good inshaAllah.
How perfect you are, Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah.
So have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Trust Him, have faith in Him, and rely on Him. Be optimistic, calm and reassured that what will happen for you is good if Allah wills, inshaAllah. And always say it. It might be good. Always have that in you that it might be good if Allah wills, inshaAllah. And how it wouldn't be khair, how it wouldn't be good if it's destined by Allah.
I call you, I need you. Your mercy is great.